When Philip joined our board, he said, "I can't believe I'm joining the board of a trip planning company. Please never say out loud you're a trip planning company." To this day, I've mostly kept that promise, but we're here today to say we are a trip planning company and much more. And this is what it took to succeed. We're a B2B trip planning company because we want to make a positive difference in hundreds of millions of people's lives. We're a trip planning company that works B2B for the rainbow shrimps and moments of wonder. We're a B2B trip planning company for the spaces we've built and for a sense of home. We're a trip planning company because to this day, the most mature planning technologies on the planet have been used for logistics, for manufacturing, for military, and for space exploration. And our team of artists, engineers, scientists, designers, and product people want to work on what we believe to be the hardest human-centric planning problem in the world: travel. From a product perspective, this means we've built two things. We've built Mobi Agent. It empowers the call center, concierge team, or travel agent to be an agent to anywhere and a master of everywhere. We've built Mobi Agent that empowers the supplier or OTA to be the host and the traveler to be their own travel agent through an adaptive trip planning experience on web or mobile. To this point, we've barely existed on the internet. We sit invisibly behind the partners we power, and we put them front and center. In the words of Massimo Morin, in partnership with Mobi, AWS is able to deliver truly personalized trips and insight, as well as the digital transformation many brands have been seeking for more than a decade. We drive 40% engagement, more than $4,000 in average spend per trip, 8% booking conversion, and generate more than 200 insights per person per trip planned. If you want to know more about our product, please find me after, when we have more than 6 minutes to talk. When I say we're a trip planning company, we know we stand on this stage after many others. So what I wanted to share today is really what it's taken to succeed. It's taken a deep understanding of place, and not just about the monetizable elements of travel, but about the small details, the things that make travel worthwhile, like this rainbow seahorse that is as small as a grain of rice. It took an explicit and understanding of human preference, represented here by our VP of product, Lorenzo. Your customers are your supercomputer. Your customers are your best AI. If you let your customers tell you who they are, you can show them things they don't even realize exist. It took building a proactive and reactive planning engine that understands that the world is constantly changing. A planner that's not only able to avoid the storms, but plan in the rainbows. It took building a routing engine for real paths from every A to any B. And a routing engine that not only avoids the traffic, but finds you a flight that flies you past the aurora borealis. It took building a rich and collaborative UI that enables the planning process to take 8 to 100 hours of exploration. We're selling travel. We're not selling cigarettes. We're selling something that is beautiful, something that is expensive, something that is inspirational. People want to take their time to engage. I can't show you everything we've built because it would take 8 to 100 hours. But these are 4 of the SDK components that I love the most. This is chained preference. It lets you search not just for a taco, but a taco for lunch that is vegetarian and inspirational. This is diverse recommendation sets that tell the person as much about the place that they're going as it does about what they're specifically looking for. These are contextual explanations that tell someone why something is for them, for their trip, and for their destination. And this is Profile Builder that solves the travel data problem and lets us know who someone is separate from the context of any particular trip. And it took speed. But more than anything, it took us building a technology that we could explain in detail to anyone. So I want to close by showing you how Agent thinks. This is Switzerland, as seen by the things in it that are most popular, the things in it that are highly rated, the things in it that are for people who want to make fabric stores and fab labs and hacker spaces. This is history, archaeological sites, and airplanes. This is food almost everywhere. This is what the planner sees when someone begins to tell them who they are and what they want: vultures, chocolate, co-working spaces, and glaciers. This is the content that works in the sun and the rain, and this is the subset of that search that will really make an impact on who they are and how they experience the world. Behind me, you see the planner as it generates 4,000 of the 10 million trips it scores and creates in a fraction of a second to find its best candidate based on quality, cost, inventory, opening hours, ease of access, and uniqueness.
Thank you, Anna.